Hey there! Are you preparing for a general manager interview and looking to make a strong impression? You're in the right place. Today, we'll walk through some common questions you might face. Let's dive right into the first one about leading a team through tough challenges. Can you share a story about a time you led your team through a challenging project? Interviewers ask this to understand your leadership style and how you handle difficult situations. To craft an impactful response, consider these tips. Choose a specific project that presented clear challenges. Use the STAR method. Describe the situation, task, action, and result. Emphasize your leadership approach and decision-making process. Quantify your success with metrics or outcomes. Reflect on the lessons learned from the experience. Now, let's look at an example of how you might answer this.
In my previous role as a project manager, I led a team tasked with launching a new product within a tight 6-month deadline. We faced challenges due to limited resources, so I organized daily stand-up meetings to quickly address issues and foster collaboration. Thanks to these efforts, we launched on time and exceeded our sales targets by 20%.
By the way, we're only covering a handful of questions in this video, but I've prepared a free PDF with all 30 top interview questions for General Manager. It also includes example answers and tips to help you prepare with confidence. The download link is just below. Tell us about a difficult decision you made regarding business strategy. What happened as a result? This question helps interviewers assess your decision-making skills and how you handle high-stakes situations. Consider these points when formulating your answer. Select a situation that showcases your decision-making abilities. Explain the context and the stakes involved. Describe the decision-making process you followed. Discuss the outcome, including both positive results and lessons learned. Be honest about the challenges you faced and how you overcame them. Here's an example of how you could structure your response.
In my previous role, we faced declining sales in a key market. After analyzing the data, I decided to pivot our marketing strategy towards digital channels, which meant reallocating our budget. This difficult decision led to a 30% increase in sales over the next quarter and taught us to be more adaptable in our marketing approach.
Describe a time when you implemented a significant change within your organization. How did you manage it? Interviewers want to know about your change management skills and how you handle organizational transformation. To effectively communicate your experience, try these tips. Start with the context and the need for change. Outline the specific change you initiated and why it was necessary. Describe the steps you took to implement the change, including key strategies. Highlight how you communicated with stakeholders and gained their support. Share the outcomes of the change and any lessons learned. Let's take a look at an example response.
At my previous company, we were facing declining customer satisfaction. I implemented a new customer feedback system to collect and analyze client input. Leading training sessions for teams on using this system and communicating its benefits clearly, we improved satisfaction scores by 25% over 6 months and identified several areas for further growth.
Imagine two key leaders in your organization have a serious disagreement. How would you handle it to ensure a positive outcome? This question is about your conflict resolution skills and how you mediate disputes between significant stakeholders. Here's how you might approach your answer. Listen to both leaders separately to understand their perspectives. Encourage open communication in a neutral setting. Identify common goals and values to guide the discussion. Facilitate a solution-focused meeting with both leaders. Follow up to ensure the resolution is working and maintain relationships. Consider this example to guide your response.
I would start by having one-on-one conversations with each leader to understand their views thoroughly. After that, I would bring them together in a neutral setting, encouraging open communication and focusing on common goals. My aim would be to guide the conversation towards solutions that benefit the organization as a whole.
Suppose your company suddenly faces a public relations crisis. How would you handle the situation? This question evaluates your crisis management abilities and how you maintain composure under pressure. To formulate a strong response, here are some guidelines. Quickly assess the situation to understand the facts and implications. Communicate transparently with stakeholders and the public. Implement a crisis management team to formulate a response plan. Monitor social media and public sentiment to adjust the strategy. Follow up after the crisis to restore trust and improve policies. Let's look at an example response you might consider.
First, I would gather all relevant facts about the situation to understand the scope of the crisis. Then, I would communicate openly with our stakeholders, ensuring they know what actions are being taken. I would form a crisis management team to devise a clear response plan while monitoring public reactions to adjust our messaging as needed.
Before we wrap up, remember you can get all 30 questions, example answers, and step-by-step tips in a handy PDF. Totally free. Just grab it below.